Welcome to Timberland Farms. My name's Anthony. This is my dog Timber. He's excited to enjoy this nice weather we're having when we have this weather for the next 4 or 5 days. So we're going to take full advantage of it. So we got some things we need to address on my 1968 Case 430 diesel tractor. Last time I was cutting hay, I noticed that this hydraulic line, this is the new replacement one, was leaking. Had a little pinhole in it, so I went out to Tractor Supply, got a replacement hose, and while I was at it, I figured I'd get some of these connectors. So these ones are an upgrade to what I have now. These ones fit in this bracket, and they're a double style, so I could push the hydraulic line in, and it connects it, and it's ready to go, and when I'm done for the day, I pull it right out, and it's disconnected. So the way this works is kind of unique. So this collar is retained by this bracket here. You put on your tractor, and when you push, and when you push it, it opens up the detent balls inside, but it also does the same thing when you pull it too. So it's a double acting release. Most of them you pull the collar back and then pull your hose out. Well, this one releases it when you pull or push. So this is going to go in place of the old bracket that was for the case, JI case style quick attach on the hydraulic quick couplers. And this is the Pioneer Ag style, a more modern style. So we're upgrading that. I did put the Ag Pioneer style on there, but they're just sitting there dangling around. There's no bracket for them. I'll take those off. I'll use them for something else. Maybe I'll make a third function valve on the front so I can run a grapple or something similar, a bale hugger on the front of the tractor. So let's get this put on there, get the old one taken off. Had to put some adapters on there, but should be able to fix this up pretty quick. This lower hose that we are removing was just a random hose we had laying around, and we made work on here. And it had a pinhole in it the whole entire time. I was able to get one cutting out of it before it started getting really bad. And now it's to the point where it just sprays out of it. So this has a JIC end on it. We got to convert this over to NPT. It pulls out of place. And just like that, we got the old one removed. That's the Pioneer Ag style coupler. I had to replace it because I had the old JIK style and I could not find male ends anywhere. So I don't have a 3/8 close nipple there. So I'm just going to take this T out and replace that with a 90. Instead of using that 45-degree street elbow, we have a 90-degree street elbow here. And we'll screw on this reducer from 1/2 inch to 3/8. That'll screw on there, and then we can clock this in the position that we want it at. So there's our 3/8 close nipple. We'll pull that out. So now that we got that close nipple removed, we go ahead and thread that into our reducer. And then we can thread the whole assembly into our valve block. So now we can move on to the back side here. We can remove this old bracket. There's a couple 9/16 nuts or bolts there I see. And we should be able to reuse one of these bolts and bolt this into place right where that one was. So we can get our quick coupler and an adapter right there. There's the old bracket removed. Mount this in place and then we'll bend it back. Okay. So now that we finished this guy up, we can go disconnect the brush hog right here and hook onto our Haybine. Alrighty, let's fire this old girl up. Prime the steering system. the next problem we got to address. Once the backhoe is fully operational, ready to go, turnkey, we'll dive into this thing and fix the steering leak. All right, time to go drop off this brush hog. Hooking and unhooking 3-point implement, I always make sure I shut the tractor off, especially with PTO engagement right here. It's so easy just to hold on to this thing and like kick and stuff and accidentally engage PTO. Ain't gonna do anything when it's not running. PTOs are very dangerous. They kill many farmers, and I do not want to be one of them. Since we're gonna be doing drawbar work today, we can go ahead and take our top link off completely. We won't be needing this today. So now our 3 points disconnected, and we can go ahead and disconnect our PTO. That made it a lot easier. So I think I'm going to cut this PTO shaft down. It is a little long, and I'll make it a little easier to pull on and off, because it doesn't want to retract because the grease is too thick. A little bit behind us, behind camera, is the jack. You can see the hitch there. It looks like it settled over winter. You don't have to turn the tractor off in order to connect the hydraulics here, but I like to, just like the brush hog, like to connect my PTO with the tractor off. Looks like I'm gonna go have to grab a hammer for this guy. Hook up our hydraulics, and all you do is push them in. Now it's connected, and then this guy. That was good. And we have our rope. Now what this guy does is, this is for our swing. You'll see here in a minute. When I pull this rope, it'll undo the latch and help me swing the Haybine out into operation position instead of transport position. Right now it's in transport. So this hay field's getting pretty darn thick. In some areas it's even up to my belly button. So definitely above my waist here. It's gone to seed, so it's not gonna really get much bigger. All of its energy is being put towards reproduction instead of growth. So now's a good time to cut it. Get all this hay knocked down. It dried for the afternoon. We got quite a bit here. It was pretty thick. So now we have to unhook the tractor from the haybine and grab the bales that we just got from next week's video. You won't actually see what's going on, but this is the end of making the hay. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Now we're going to go take the tractor, go unload round bales for the next video for you guys.